All right, guys. This is going to be a non-boxing related video. From time to time, I put out non-related videos, and this is going to be one of them. I want to talk about what's going on today. I want to ask you, have you been a Trump supporter? Have you been a MAGA supporter? If so, are you aware of what's been going on the past week? July the 4th week we just got through, and what transpired that week and coming out of July the 4th week is a lot of baloney. And if you don't know, I'm going to tell you some things that's happened. The complete 90-degree reversal of Trump, and I don't like it, and I won't be supporting Trump or any of the candidates that he supports in the midterm unless there is a 100% course reversal and something Trump won't do, an apology to all of us, his base. And if that doesn't come about with the course reversal, and I mean 100 on these issues I'm talking to you about, and an apology to all of us, he'll never get my support again. He'll never do it. Now, I need to give a apology out. First and foremost, and that is to Senator Thom Tillis of North Carolina. I ran you through the ringer for standing up, for being an independent voice, for using your own head and coming to your own conclusions. I owe you an apology, sir. You were right, I was wrong, and a big I'm sorry to you for that. I'm not going to go into that for everybody, but I backed Thom Tillis at the beginning, really at the burgeoning lights of his involvement in politics, and I was one of the first ones to point to him and say, yeah, he would be a great Speaker of the House for North Carolina. For our state house. These are motorbikes coming up and down outside. Apologize for the background noise. So I give him a big apology, and I'm not good at apologies myself, but I'm man enough to be able to do that. I'm not New York City fake, phony, tough guy, in other words. Couldn't be no more further from the truth. And to be honest with you guys, I'm about sick to death of New York fake, phony, tough guys. From Trump to Dan Bongino. We're going to get into it in this video. My eyes are open. I've been the biggest Trump backer known to man with my heart and my actions. What do you mean? Well, in 2015, going into, or 16, I worked on the Trump's first transition team, President-elect Trump's transition team. I've gave a lot of time to this rascal, and helped get him elected the first time. But what's transpired over these past days, no more from me. I'm going to list off just a few of the things that has happened over the past couple of weeks. 3 weeks maybe. All right. And I won't have this in any particular order. Number one, All Trump's yeah bullshit. I'll release the files on Jeffrey Epstein, Ghislaine Maxwell, his girlfriend, all this huge child predator, probably the hugest child predator we know, child predator, and supposed blackmail scheme in U.S. history. And Trump has backed sealing it up. A lot of my fellow MAGA people are like, well, it's Pam Bondi. We have to Pam Bondi. Dan Bongino, Kash Patel, the FBI director. No. You need to open your damn eyes. If you didn't see the cabinet meeting yesterday, Trump came out, shut the reporter down that was asking about Epstein and said, this is an ancient history. I don't know why anybody would be asking anything about this. This has been done. I can't believe people are still talking about this guy. A complete course reversal on what he said. So we got the Epstein shit sitting there. I'm not going to go into, go look for yourself if you don't understand me, because it gets worse. So that aside, if you don't understand it, you need to go look it up, look and get yourself familiarized. It's the only thing on the damn internet right now. But a few days before the big, beautiful bill, there again on July the 4th weekend, Trump was asked, would you still consider the Dreamers thing and giving all illegal immigrants amnesty? And he said, not in this bill, but I am very much going to consider that in future bills of stopping all this deportation shit and giving amnesty to everybody. Go look that up. It's online. I heard him. Trump was on the other end of the telephone. It was one of those telephone interviews he gives out. Sure as shit, he told the guy that. And taking interviews with that specific reporter is one of the people that he hates. I can't believe he took an interview. This is this turn. The other thing is, we now know, due to released Pentagon estimates, the U.S. doesn't have enough ammunition to defend an invasion from anyone else. We just literally don't have it. So they've taken $1 trillion, right? $1 trillion more to what do we got to do? Reinvent the military every 4 years? Russia, at a fraction of the cost, has 10 times the armaments that we have. And when I say armaments, I mean ammunition. And our dumbasses are sitting over here building aircraft carriers that we don't have the planes to put on them, or battleships, carrier groups to defend them, and ammunition to go in the cannons or the missile launchers on battleships and carrier defense groups. So somebody's got to start waking up and thinking here. And all the while, I'm going to give billions and billions and more and a course reversal on the Ukraine. And this has all happened within a damn week. So Epstein shut down, 100% open to giving all the illegals amnesty, which is crazy. After getting all the billions, hundreds of billions to get them out, going to reverse course. I believe it was $15 billion to build the wall, to finish the wall, which is no good. Why in the hell would you build a wall? And I'm just trying to reason with everyone. Why build a wall when the next guy coming in Or you're going to have multiple guys controlling the doors to the walls. All walls have doors, folks. Go look at all the walls in your houses and you got doors, right? Go look at all the walls in the prisons. There's doors. Why are you going to build all this stuff to open the doors every other 4 years? Makes no sense. It's insane doing the same thing over and over, and that's what they want you doing, because they want to keep you broke, they want to have a bad economy, and they don't want no good for you. Either party. And that's just factual. They want to keep you fighting based on the color of your skin or your gender, which there's only two. God made he male and female. Now, the fight between male and female waned down, so all of a sudden, men in women's bodies, women in men's bodies, fluid, and all this other bullshit. They're always bringing something up to fight. And sick shit is getting sicker and sicker and going downhill and downhill. I would suggest that you guys watch the movie Idiocracy. You know, democracy. 15, 20 years ago, the movie came out. It's a very funny movie. It's a very entertaining movie. But it's real. It's a dystopian movie. End times, futuristic movie. It's called Idiocracy. Go look that movie up. You can get it free online on a lot of these movie sites that they have. The name of it's Idiocracy. I was just talking to my son earlier about living in a parallel universe, and Mike Cernovich brought some stuff up because you can't do the Epstein thing without bringing the Diddy thing up if you got any damn sense. And if you're listening to anybody online in alternate media or mainstream media that isn't bringing up the correlation between those two, you need to quit listening to them. They're not very smart people. That's why you would need to quit listening to them. But Mike Cernovich brought up a good point. He said, I know a lot of billionaires. And he was like, it's no cloud or up on me, I just do, because he's in media. And he said, I never have anybody come up to me asking me if I want to go to a damn baby oil party. I never have anybody come up to me and say, oh, you want to go have a pajama party with little girls on my private island? There's parallel universes going on here. It's somebody, something over here, and it's the rest of us over here. And these people mean us no good, and they're evil. Is that the recycle guy? Yeah. You can give him something. Yeah, tell him to hold on. Joe's getting our recyclables guys coming up. Joe's going to try to find him some recyclables, and I'm going to keep going with this video. So the thing with the Diddy thing, all these movie stars are going to be with him and doing all this and doing all that, and doing all this and doing all that. Tell him, Joe, I don't have no money or anything else for him today, but I give him that. I try to help this guy out. He's a good guy. It's so bad here in Colombia and in the third world in general. If your ass is living in the UK or North America, you think you got it bad, trust me, it can get worse. So, kind of lost my point there for a minute, still lost, but it's like there's parallel universes going on. And the Bible said that would get continually worse and worse. So Joe and I was talking to him this morning, and I said, think about the movie Eyes Wide Shut. And Tom Cruise goes into this party in this building, and everybody there has a mask on, but they know who he is. And think about that, because what could make a guy, and I discussed this with Joe. A lot of you don't know, I was high up in the Republican Party for a while back many years ago, and I've been quite political. But I've always, and I have quit a government job. I resigned from a government job because I didn't like what was going on. And I told Joe, I said, whatever forces that would come against me, I would be man enough to even, a lot of you know I have Parkinson's disease, and not only does my left hand give me some fits, my right gives me, I can hardly write any longer. But I told Joe I would write with my hand in chicken scratch a resignation letter, and I would try to call the press in if I held one of these jobs and something like this week happened and I was up in the administration. I would literally write a resignation letter, ask for the press to come, and I would say in front of the press, and if they wouldn't come, I'd make my own video and I would say something's happened and I'm scared. And for those of you who know me know I don't scare easy. I don't scare easy at all. You're going to stop that crying. It's Rocky sitting up at the front door crying in the background. He's always crying. That's our German Shepherd. So I would get up and I would say, this is my resignation letter. And folks, I want to tell the public, I'm very scared. Something has happened and I can't work with these people no more. And as a matter of fact, I'm scared of them and I'm scared of who is controlling them. And I would at least have the balls to let you know that. And the reason why, and the clicker here to it all, is from my perspective now, from my religious perspective and my belief system perspective, I am a Christian. The Bible tells me that one day, biblical prophecy lets me know that one day, if I'm living in that generation, they are going to be coming to the door. They are going to be asking me to deny Christ or put my head on the chopping block. And without hesitation, no matter what it is, my family being taken out, my pets being taken out, or me being taken out, my head's going on that chopping block. I will not hang on to this worldly, evil hellhole to deny eternity for myself. I won't do it. Now, do I have a death wish? No, none at all. As a matter of fact, I tell God most every day, please forgive me, Lord, how selfish I am, because I want to keep living until my son Joseph is fully grown and educated and where he's going to be. And I tell the Lord, help me raise him in the right way, that when I do die, that I have him and his family that he makes with me, and that I can peacefully go knowing that he and his family are okay. That's what I pray for. So I don't have a death wish. But the clicker of it is, nobody's getting into politics. These people are actors and actresses. Another motorbike. These people are actors and actresses who couldn't make it. They're ugly actors and actresses, very unattractive ones that couldn't make it in the show business world with their big egos and their narcissistic ways. So they turn to politics to fill themselves up. None of these people are good. None of these people are real Bible-believing, real Christians. Well, Trump's a real Christian. No, he's not. And I can give you one example right now. Do you know who the preacher of the White House, who he calls the preacher of the White House? You know who that is? So a damn woman named Paula White, who is a preacheress. The Bible strictly forbids that. It's not me that you should have a problem with. You got your problem with God. The Bible says women can't be preachers. God doesn't change. Only man in his wicked ways changes. Trump's no Christian. Never has been, as a matter of fact. Well, Ted Cruz is a Zionist that doesn't know the Bible, doesn't care to know the Bible, just wants to wage war in defense of the country of Israel because he's had his mind confused by a bunch of foolish, evil people. I really don't know about J.D. Vance, but we'll find out who he's about and what he is in the coming week. Because he needs to stand up and he needs to talk about it, and he's got two options. I can dig in with the cover-ups and the complete course reversals with Trump and be loyal to Trump, or I can come out in the best ways I know possible and defend the base of Americans whom elected me to serve them. Those are the two choices he's got. We'll find out what he's about. But as for me and my house, we will be helping these people no more. We will be doing nothing with no support, no voting for, no nothing. And we're dead in the midterms, folks. This alone probably has done it, even if there's a course reversal. Republicans are gone in the midterms. And it's the saddest thing because the Democrats have nothing to offer. The left has nothing but complete idiocy and lunacy. And we just get up and shoot ourselves. We shoot ourselves in the foot every single time. And if we don't stand up now, and we don't get, something's got to happen. Trump's got to go. If he keeps digging in with this, he needs to be impeached, but not by the Democrat Party. He needs to be impeached by the Republican base. If he does not complete 100% course reversal right now, this week, this needs to be a within days thing, not within months. There's no time. We're right up here to the midterms. And he's going to crash and burn himself by shooting his own dumb ass in the foot by digging in on this stuff. And he's got an easy out. He could be a man like me if somebody's got a hold of him. And he could say, I'm resigning, folks. Something has scared me, and I can't do this no more. When the American people know if things like that are going on, the only other president we've ever had that would have done that would have been Eisenhower himself, President Eisenhower himself, former 5-star war general. He would have stood up and done that. I'm convinced of it. And warned us as he was in fear in his farewell to the address nation in 1960 before he left office. And folks, you got to start waking up. My line is abusing children. That's my line. Not gonna have it. Not gonna put up with it. Not gonna sit and listen to some smug New York asshole real estate guy bullying on me or any of that shit. And here I want to tell you something else. This is concerning Trump too. Funny that his damn children ain't out here running their mouths and burning tweets up and shit this week after their dad's course reversal. Go look. Go see what their stance is on Epstein if you can find one. Go see what their stance is on giving all these illegals amnesty if you can find one. Go see what they got to say about course reversal and continuing the war in the Ukraine by giving tens or hundreds of more millions to the Ukraine to squander for war. Go see what his kids got to say about that. And I'll end this with a Tom Tillis note that if anybody in North Carolina sees this and can get this to Tom Tillis, sir, again, I apologize to you. And the second thing is, don't retire. Do not retire. God is telling you something, not me. God, within a week of you announcing your retirement, look at all the hell Trump's brought on himself. Maybe it's you that is the guy to stand up for decency, honor, and the good Lord. Not that we can stand up for the good Lord, and not that he needs us. But maybe you should not resign that Senate seat. Maybe, or retire, excuse me. And maybe, just maybe, if Lara Trump runs, you need to run against her. And beat her ass in the primary. Because none of us want this bullshit. I'm speaking for North Carolina. I'm speaking for South Carolina. I'm speaking for the North, the East, and the South, and the West. None of us want this bullshit. And slowly up to the midterms is these whack jobs that are keeping their eyes shut, that are supporting Trump right now, and start opening them and see, oh, amnesty. Oh, Ukraine. Oh, no justice. You'll see. Now they've come out and they're trying to deflect, and they're saying, oh, the FBI's opened an investigation into the former CIA director and the former FBI director, James Comey. Don't fall for that shit, people. None's gonna come of it. They had to put something out to try to hang on to us in the base. And it's bullshit. It's not real. So I just wanted to have that talk with folks and encourage you to do the right thing. I'm going to tell you something with concerns to children and the molestation of children. If you help in one itty bitty way for 1 second one of these child molesters, you are one yourself. And especially if you're claiming Christ, because in the Bible it says, if you are hanging with a den of thieves, you are a thief. So you be careful and get those eyes wide open. Be the best option you got.